Okay, and how familiar are you with the AI tools?
Mm, I think AI play a important role in my UX designer career. The first time I used AI maybe 2 years ago when I was in Finland working for a marketing technology company. So at that time, ChatGPT is quite basic. Basically, we just ask and they reply. There's no image or anything. So at that time, I use ChatGPT as a virtual assistant for me, like asking stuff and somebody is brainstorming together with me. Later on, I use AI more like for visual design as well. So I'm not very good at visual, so I just create a black and white wireframe. But I share, I upload all of my wireframe into AI, and then they draw me or they suggested to me some kind of hi-fi UI that I can reuse or I can use as a mock-up prototype to share to the stakeholders. And now in Gemini, they have a deep research function, so I use it more. For example, whenever I have a very deep domain knowledge that I don't really understand regarding to my corporate work, so I gonna go there and created some prompt. I learned some prompt engineering from Bosch. I learned a lot from AI actually, mostly
Nice.
researching. Yeah.
And could I also ask you for the name of this tool in which you uploaded the mockups?
UI Zert, UI Zert.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think you know that one.
I would be glad to try it out, to be honest. Okay,
Okay.
let's switch to the next part. How could you describe your typical work process in UX design? In your case, user experience research. Which steps, maybe which techniques you use? Do you create user personas, journey maps?
Okay. I think I know the process is like a lot of people they apply design thinking and double diamond. They're quite basics in UX. But as a researcher and like what I did the most is usability testing. So in like Finland or in the bank or currently at Bosch, I do that technique a lot. Unfortunately, I did not have a lot of experience in initial research, like market research or stuff. I did not have much of experience, but usability testing, I did have a lot. Um, um, just a story. So at Techcombank, we have a very modern room. I didn't expect that, but like we have a specific room just for user interview. And we're gonna record it, and there is another room. It's called a observation room. So basically, we just go there. We have a big monitors, and then we can observe. We didn't say anything. Only the people who interview, they interact with the user. But like people on that room, we just sit down and then see the people reactions, the way they say, because sometimes the user they say what they don't mean, like their face react
Oh
to
yeah.
different things, but they say a different thing. So we really focus and we see that kind of tiny reactions, and then we're gonna analyze it and take down the notes. After those kind of interview, we're gonna go to analyze all the data we collected. So that process of usability testing or user interview, I learned the most, and I see that is one of my key strengths in UX research. Regarding to another very important part of a UX is initial research, because you need that kind of data in order to start something or conduct something. So to be honest, most of them I did based on my assumption. Of course, we have some requirement from the business side and from the user side, but when I come up with a solution myself, it's just my own assumption, and I use AI as my brainstorming partner. Because usually, like we only have UI and graphic design and business analyst and product owner. They don't have a lot of time to brainstorm with me on that. So in the part of UX research, AI is my brainstorming partner.
So at which stages do you conduct those interviews, and after that you just share your thoughts with the AI and you discuss it with AI, right?
Yes, actually yes. So at first I get all of the requirement. So I think I work on myself for a little bit, and then I put all of my thought on AI. It's like AI, they need a very deep context, so they could understand the background of everything. So if we don't input that one, so they just give a very general answers, and we don't really need that. So right, that's what I did.
So if I may ask, what AI specifically do you use for this purpose?
Uh, for the work in Bosch, we have our own AI. It's called Bosch, but it's based on the large language model of Gemini and GPT. It has a lot of knowledge of Bosch, so I just go there and ask, because some of the terminologies they use in Bosch is German. They don't use English. So it's very hard for me to get all of those knowledge, but the AIs help me a lot.
Wow, sounds pretty interesting. Also, one more thing, do you have those cameras which record the face of people during the session of user testing or interview?
At Techcombank, we did have, as I mentioned to you, we have two specific rooms. One room is only for interview. We have a 360 camera, and the other room is for observation. But currently at Bosch, we did not have that kind of camera, because most of our customer is abroad. So mostly we conduct it online. In Techcombank, 100% on site. So we have to go to the bank all the time.
Okay, I was just thinking there are some types of AI which analyze the face, how it changes during different questions, and the same task basically as people do, while they are just observing and not questioning. Have you ever tried those during your?
Please give me the name. I didn't know that. I only use Next app. It's something like the fellow note taker here. It's like we do Next app only.
I will add it to my to-do list. I'll send it to you. But one of them I saw at London at the Expo recently. They were something like a new company with this face analyzation thing.
So basically, they can track the face.
Yeah, they track how the face changes, how like your pose changes, stuff like that, and they give some analysis. There is some. I'll send you.
Okay, that's really nice.
Okay, let's switch to the next question for now. So is there anything for you, any signals during your work when you realize that you had enough of research and the research is done well? When you can say, yeah, I did well, I can stop now, I'm satisfied with my work.
The signal. Okay, that's very good questions. I think as the UX, I usually think of multiple corner cases or unhappy cases, because the main flow or the happy case is quite obvious after we figure out for a while. But the corner case is held a lot. Usually, when I stuck at my research, it's like when I try to figure out how many corner cases is going to happen for a feature or a product that I am developing. So basically, I'm gonna list all of them out, and I'm gonna bring it to the product owner, and I'm gonna share, hey, these are my concern, and I spend a lot of time on thinking about those. And honestly, I still need a confirmation from the PO, because he's the one who prioritize which one is more mandatory than the other one. So that is the first one. Sometimes I think too much, and it's coming to a overthinking guy, because just so many cases gonna figure out, but it's not gonna apply to real cases. So it doesn't make any sense. But come back to the question, the signal is like when there's no more concern in my head, like when people ask any questions and I feel confident to answer those questions because I have thought about it. already, or I have like do some research about it already. So basically, it's quite intuitive for myself that if I do not have any concern about a specific issues, so I think that is the signal for me that we could move on.
Okay, next question is more generally about the overall UX process, because I know that you are familiar with all of the steps. Just your opinion on which stages of the entire process you think AI could play the best role?
I think in a ideation, like in terms of design thinking. So I think ideation is the best part that AI can play it roles. Like after you gather all of the information, all of the data, you figure out the actual problem, because we need to define the actual problems, and then we can brainstorm ourselves, or we can brainstorm with AI about multiple solutions, and then when the AI and then us have a list of solutions, then we're gonna scope it down into a technical feasibility. At that time, when we have a list of solutions, I talk to the developers, and they give us some kind of information. Okay, this one we cannot do, this one we can do, but it takes a lot of time, or like we don't have enough effort for something. I put all of those requirements back to the AI, and then the AI gonna filter all of the solution once again for me. That is, I think ideation is the best part. And another one is after I get a lot of data from user testing. For example, at Bosch, just 2 weeks ago, I tested with more than 10 people, and then each person, they have test like 3 features. So there are so many data from each one. So AI also helped me to analyze all of them. I just the one who notes it down, and then they analyze all of those notes for me, like categorize into different sections that related to each other. So those are the 2 parts I think AI plays an important role.
Okay, sounds interesting.